Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and today we're doing a personal reading for a client. As always, prior to the recording, we call into the universe with my client's personal information because they remain private at all times, whether it's a reading and or a ritual. If you're needing any kind of consultation, reading, and or ritual, please contact me below or email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook. Now, so as we prepare ourselves for the energies to come forth, and as always, when I say we, it is thyself and our spirit and our guardian angels. So I prepare as well the energies that I use, whether they're cards, pictures, any kind of effect. And so I left them as they came through, and I will look at them in a minute when we get our reading um, going. Okay. Um, as I was going through I try not to read my clients' questions until prior to manifesting the energies, so they won't be entwined with either readings and rituals that I do for other clients. Because the minute I start reading, it opens up the portal as for myself. Okay. And I'm trying to. You were asking me in reference to that loved one that passed on. Um, we're going to look at it in a minute. So, as you already know, you've been my client for a number of years. Normally, um, I do not need the actual cards to pick up the energy of anyone, whether it's physically and or spiritually. Um, and I just feel that before we get the energies going here with the cards, I feel that within myself, I want to feel content. So when I feel that energy, it just means that I'm flowing with what's in front of me, and I'm going along with what I feel that it is the best. So I stop fighting it and I just go with the flow. I see myself like in a light in a bubble, but the bubble, for example, let's say it's a star and the star is shining in all its peaks, and I'm just flowing through the universe as it comes, diving into whatever attracts my star. Um, and I feel that, let's say if it's a rock that's coming through that is dark, I just kind of just flow in the same space and then wait and see what happens, whether it is coming forward or whether it's sliding by, around me. And then I'm flowing through that energy, and then all of a sudden here comes another light and or star, let's say, that kind of shifts that rock away from me, that darkness, and then I just sit there for a minute or so flowing through, and then it picks up the pace again and flow again, through the ethers, through the universe. So I hope that this example helps you, because I feel that that's in the energy that he wants to be in the very moment. Now we will look and see if it's a good space or a neutral space even, or if it's actually the space or the amount of energy that he's supposed to be in at this time. Okay. Sometimes it's almost like giving up energy, but that normally happens when someone is recently passed. Okay. It could also happen with people that died out of sudden, where they did not expect to die and did not want to die, did not see it coming. Like, let's say, in their sleep, for example, and they floated through either waters, fires, snow, things like that. For some reason, I feel that there's also someone that is watching today that they have a loved one passed in that sense. Okay. And probably, as you all know, energies are connected. We're all connected into the same ether, into the same light, into the same energy. Okay, and that is why we're here, to learn from each other. And so in today's reading, I feel that it is connecting to someone in relative behavior action, whether spiritually and or physically or both. Okay, so not only would it help you, but it's going to help whoever's watching today, for sure. or someone that they know of. Okay, so we passed through that message, and now let's start. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens. Okay, so as I was preparing and shuffling, this one came out, and we will start with that in reference to your loved one. And we talked about just being on that standby energy. And so it tells me that he's trying not to fight anymore. There's something that he's been trying to hold on to, whether it's physically or spiritually or emotional or all. Okay, so he is trying to detach almost. Okay, detach from being hurting and pain of loving someone to the near death kind of behavior. Okay, could he be talking about in the present life, in the present energy where he was in the physical life? Probably so. Could he be talking about this life or other life? Even so, probably so. um but this is what I'm sensing, the energy. Okay. And it's also, again, we're looking at him spacing off, being neutral with himself and moving forward to a different outlook. He has been in a drastic energy of a negative energy for quite some time, off and on. And of course, we know that as well. Okay. So it is almost on the standby, look in the horizon, like we talked about, like I was sensing the energy of the ethers, him looking above and abroad. Okay. Trying to um, almost develop his other senses, when we are in the physical life, we are more into the earthly bond. So we are bonding to the touch, feel kind of energy more than anything. And so, because of that, sometimes when we come into, not sometimes, the majority of the time, when we come into the flesh, we detach from our mission that we're supposed to learn and gain here in the physical life. And we detach from our karmic experiences. And we are in the, oh my God, I can't believe this feels in the way that it feels, whether it's love, hate, whatever it is, in the earthly bond, in the earthly energy, which is the material things. The material things can be money wise, can be also, you know, um, the feeling, the touch of the energy of the physical flesh. So, one of those examples can be this: when someone comes addicted to um, sexuality, for example. We play with the sexuality of knowledge of the physical flesh, and so we entwine in different partners, and including the opposite sex and stuff like that. It's not saying to be wrong or that it is wrong. It just means that your spirit is so entwined to the physical flesh and the earthly bond, material gains. That's material gains. And we want to experience what it's like to feel this, that I'm touching, that I'm feeling. Okay. And that includes another partner, another flesh. Okay. That it's a whole new topic. Believe me, for some reason it's connected to you or someone. Okay. Let's see. I'm going along here. So uh, um, it was to reconnect. I feel the ritual that we did, it was a ritual to have his energy find a way to connect with you again, or closer to the way it was in the beginning of him leaving, which I will have to say that not in every case it happens where it feels so real, so intense when someone passes and their energy is coming through in the way that he did to you. So it just does not happen in regular basis, and it happens, I would say, one in, half a million or so. It feels in such an energy where it's still entwined with the person, and it's still in the living such section. um it it was unique in your uh I was going to say adventure for some reason. um I feel that what you and him had, it was one in a million, yes, but in the way that he passed and the way that he connected was also in a rare sense, also unique, because it doesn't happen all the time to everyone when they lose their loved ones. And also, Well, I could go on and on because of the situation, but let's just go trying to answer your questions here. So it was to reconnect his energy, okay? It for him to find a way to connect to you, whether it was to dream, to feel, and to touch, to music, to anything that reminded you, and all of a sudden you took your breath away, whether it was a sighting that you felt, and maybe you were driving and you thought you saw him or something to that effect. It comes in a number of ways when we're trying to do a reconnect ritual. Um, and the point is that when you ask me a question, what is on number four, what is coming up next in our next life together? So I believe we touched bases on that before, even though his energy has been up and down. I will see if it answers me anything of that question today. Um, when I when I saw that question, would our life be like together? So when I saw these questions, I felt that because of his energy, the way I saw him remember in the star energy, I feel that it's telling me that something is coming up, that it helps the energy overflow for the next space, for the next energy, for the next life between you two. Okay. So if it gives me any clue today, then of course, as you know me, I will deliver it. And as you know me, sometimes I'm not even doing readings and all of a sudden I get messages and I send them out to you. I always do that with all my clients if it happens and if they want to connect when I'm not reading you literally. Um, if it does happen, okay? But I feel that something is coming in before this year ends that is going to reflect and adjust and or change the energies between your karmic energies. So what does that mean? It means that I feel that he's shifting his way, and as well that is also making a shift in yours. There's something that is coming in that is going to change both of your energies, that it's almost like, okay, this is the path that you have to go right now, and according to what happens here, it's going to change this one and it's going to change that one. Okay, remember what I've always said, as I always do tell my clients, there's always two paths, a rough one and a smooth one. It doesn't matter which one you take, it just means the experiences will be less and or harder or smoother, but at the end of the day, we're connected to one path itself. We end up in one. Okay? So whatever comes in between, it will align to you and to him at the end of the day. Just because you are in this lifetime with someone, it does not mean that you will not reconnect again, or it does not mean that you have not reconnected in the past. It just means that you readjusted that life into this life and this life into the next life. Okay? It would adjust in the way that it can happen. It would adjust in the way that you will meet each other. It would adjust in the way of what you become with each other. Okay, whether it's love partners, siblings, relatives, friends, whatever, it becomes in different cycles. Okay, of course, in your situation, I've told you that before, and it still stands, that you are partners. Okay, in the next one as well. What kind, that is to be defined. Okay. Um, I feel that what I would suggest is, after all this reading, before the end of the year, no matter how many readings you get before the end of the year, you, whenever the things are happening in your life that are significant, you come and do just one specific reading to touch that energy between you and this loved one or whoever it is. So what I'm what I'm saying is, when I do multiple things to a reading, it takes away from energies of particular questions, particular person that you're asking for, um, and so it makes it like a mini short reading in, different type of mini readings into one reading accumulated for you. That's normally what happens, right, with you. So to be in a more specific, challenging, and to be more entwined with this energy. I'm not saying that we're not today. I'm just saying that when things are happening with you that are very significant, come and touch only his energy. Okay? That is significant to you, not to anybody else, to you. What's love? relationships, and things like that. I already have told you in the past that we do see that entering into your life as well. Okay, so let's continue. Absolutely. Right. Okay. So definitely. We definitely see that he does and intends to be with you again. A peace of mind with the love that he has for you. I feel that here's a yes, here's a yes. Okay. He is someone that was very protective of you, even though when you were far and apart, even though when you were not together, when you were doing your life and he was doing his, you were always in his heart. You, every single day I hear him say, you cannot believe me, he says. Every single day she was in my thoughts and in my heart. And I always say, boo, I love you. Always have, always will. It, whatever was in the physical life that you two were doing apart, that was always that attraction, that magnetic energy that flowed between you two. Every day, he says, I thought of her. Every day, I hope to see her again. And he says, no lie. Okay? I love his energy because he's true to who he is. He's true. Pain or no pain, happiness, joy. He's true to who he is. Like, I'm for real. He goes, like, I'm for real. Okay? I'm no joke. I'm for real. Okay. So the answer is a yes. Okay, to that. Okay. So, of course, you will let me know what has happened, in the last month or so. How have you felt in reference to his energy? I know that you feel that you are adjusting to everything that's happening in your life. There are a lot of changes you've had recently, milestones, and so this in itself also makes less of his affection or energy toward you. Um, but know that he is still there. Okay, he is still there. He is finding ways to make himself known to you. It- Sometimes he says, it's a lot. um I feel that when he comes into your space, there's a lot of flowing energy within your space, where it is, wherever you are, or it could be even the time that he's trying to come in, because I feel that it's almost like he's twirling around. When we have positive and good energy, you're trying to realign yourself to touch. Imagine yourself like you're in a ship and you're trying to land on Earth, and you hit a storm. You're going on a smooth ride, and then you hit a storm and it twirls you around. And so the storm becomes the energy. We have certain energies that are good, certain energies that are bad, and coming together. And so they build a storm, and here comes the shuttle trying to come in through that storm. And it's almost like it's only, I don't even know why I'm using the well, anyways, you get me, right? So I feel that there's heavy energy whenever he's trying to come through. Okay, how or who or what? I don't feel that it's necessarily coming from you, though. I feel that it's coming from other people within the energy that you're in, at the time, maybe loved ones, or residue energy, accumulated. It can also be that. Okay. No, there's no debate. He's saying there's no debate on whether or not we're gonna be together. There's no debate on that. Please do believe me that if I'm going solo now, if you're solo now, it's only in the material sense. Okay. And again, we're going back to that theme. The material sense means what? Including your flesh, not necessarily the cars, the table, the earth itself. Okay. It means also the flesh. So we're solo, baby, he says. We're solo. So you're flying solo in a physical sense, not in the spiritual sense or within the heart. So if you're lost in space, you're not alone, because in the space, here he comes. Remember, within the star, again, we're going to the metaphorically speaking, you're the ship and he is what? The star. Okay? So maybe your ship is landing to the star. Let's see your life within that pattern. Okay? And vibrate that energy, including, like, let's say, vibrate yourself, enlighten the space, clearing the space, not just for you, but also for him. Okay? Okay. And again, you will let me know what kind of reconnection, what kind of thoughts, what kind of messages, if anything, that you felt through him or from him. Any dreams, any touching, any energies, like music, for example. It can be any little thing that happens that connects you to him. Know that it's a message from him. And it may not be as grand as before, again, because they're still learning to vibrate that energy, to circle within our space, within our energy. They just can't walk into ourselves anymore, even though they do, but we can sense it because their energy is not in the physical form anymore. They could walk in, into our life, literally walk in the energy, but we cannot see it because, again, our senses are not in that evolved. Or not, it's not that they're not evolved, it just means that they're blocked. Why? Because, again, we're too into the material flesh. Okay. Now let's see, what other message do you have? Yeah, I feel that more than anything, you don't want to go in the path that you're supposed to, here in the now, in the physical life, because you're afraid that if you do, let's say, for example, start dating anyone, then you become detached from him. Know that any detachment, it's not necessarily based on if you meet or fall in love with anybody else. Every love is different. Every friendship is different. Every relative is different. Our children are different. Our ears, our hands, our feet, everything about ourselves is different. So it just means that this is a must that you need to do in order to grow yourself, expand yourself, learn from all of these things. So when you reconnect with him, you're reconnected in a better form, better shape. Okay, you're letting go of anything that does not serve you, to be more bond with that person and more everlasting with that person, less karmic energies with that person. Okay, so if you're learning that now, you're making things easier for him and for yourself, most importantly. Okay, so he has other lessons to do in the spiritual realm. He didn't get to do them in the physical realm. What that, to me, it's a little bother, I'm not gonna lie, because in the way that he passed and because of the way that he was feeling and the way that things happened. So he has a lot to do in his space. Can we help them later on in life, as within your physical journey? Probably so, as we continue to look into those things. But for now, you're doing the best that you can in the physical form to align yourself and align him. Okay. um let me see here. So when it comes to the last questions in reference to him, the fourth and five, it only tells me that yes, you will still be together. Yes, that he's in love with you. Yes, that he's going solo right now, and you are in the solo form as well. And also he understands that that is what's causing pain between you two. Um, that you feel that you're left alone, that he left you, that you feel that you're missing everything about you. So I understand very clearly what you're going through. Please trust me, and I do. Not only because I sense your energy, because I feel your energy as well as his, but I get a lot of clients in a similar situation that you're in, as well as other things. But besides that, when I feel this energy, it makes me feel that I'm walking alone in this earth, that my body is a void, that my spirit is not within my body, that I feel that I have no reason to continue living, even though you have people that you love. That you feel that, why am I waking up today? Why am I waking up without you? Why am I alone today? And so we come in this hole in the darkness where we lose focus of everything around us, even though we have people that love us, even though we have people that we need to continue for in this physical life. and you still asking, there is no reason that you're not here. What's the purpose? We become so overwhelmed with every feeling, touch in our world, having to lose someone, that we're so spiritually connected. And not only that, but having to deal with the way things happen, and having to deal with why, and having to deal with, the way that they leave you. Let's say, for example, you know or let's say they left you in the way that you thought that there was a beginning coming to that, and then all of a sudden something like this happens. So not only the passing, but in the way that that you're stuck in this physical life. Okay, walking dead is really what that is, because your heart is so broken, and it feels like you can't function one without the other. Okay. um I feel like my pain is so tremendous at this time. Like, I just want to scream and yell, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, why did it have to happen this way? You Why could I not see it in a different form? Or why can I not say do? Or why could I? You keep asking these whys, and there is no answer to all of these questions. I would just have to say that there is no blame on you or him. No matter how the person dies, there is no blame. It is just what we signed up for. And it's hard to say, like, what the fuck? What do you mean I signed up for pain? You know? Um, I'm gonna take you back to where it says, where I always say that predictions are allowed to change to an extent, and other predictions cannot and will not change, because it is the path that you and the people in question have to take in this physical form. And why I say that, and why I say that all the time, it is because when, again, we come into the spiritual realm, into the flesh, once we touch bound, connect to the flesh, to the earth, we lose focus of what the spiritual realm is for us, in a sense, right? And so you become attached to the flesh, and you want to experience all this light, all this energy that you never thought you could feel, because in the spiritual realm everything is peace, love, and light, right? But in the flesh is not, because it's not a perfect world. Remember, we're not physically, we're not, the earth is not. Okay. And so when you become that, what you are meant to sit here, you don't go through that. You go through challenges, because, again, on the spiritual realm, it's a different energy, different vibration. That way you are in the earth or any other planet. You know what I mean? And so you're touching this energy of the earth, and you're feeling it. It is something that you've never felt before. I'm touching a rock, for example, touching the ground, the sand. Like, I've never felt this before in my life. Why does it feel this way? Why does it feel so rough but yet so smooth? And why did it leave me in a different sensation in my hand and in my body? Again, it's almost like I'm experiencing a new energy coming into the earth. I'm the new spirit, I'm the new flesh. You see? What does that happen then? It's changing your energy, your vibration into the earth. It's connecting you. It's grounding you. It's almost like planting a plant into the earth, and it's building roots. You know what I mean? Us, when we are humans, we're building roots to our body, to our flesh, into the earth, and we're connecting to that energy. And so, and as we do that, our spirit is flowing differently, energy, because it's detaching from our form that we are truly made of. Okay? Yes, it's good, and yes, it's bad. So that's what happens. Okay? It makes us make decisions that are similar to our path, but yet different. And that's what we talk about, two paths. Remember the rough one and the smooth one. We always connect to the one, yes. But his path became rough because of that ingrained to the earth. And as so it happens to all of us. It happens to all of us, but then the experience comes different and more grand, I want to say. Okay, but believe me, a lot, we choose this path, and even though it's bad, there's a reason for why we chosen this path. Either we're learning for ourselves, for our ancestry, for our group. Group, I mean by the spiritual group that we're bound to, um, of other people within our group. Okay, help them develop, like help you develop more. Okay. Okay. So uh, let's see this one. So we talked about the Fool. The Fool was here, and it feels like alone, going on my journey and whatnot. And for you, as he said it here, it's also in the same way that you are, but you do not want to be in that phase. Okay, you do not want to be on the alone phase, on the having to do everything by myself. You're tired of those things. Okay, but it's also saying that even though you feel alone, you're not alone. Okay, it's also saying that your spiritual partner is within you. Okay, it, I feel that that is also his message toward you. Okay, he's also saying that someone else is coming along to help you, guide you through that. You do not want that energy, but it's saying that it's coming forth. Okay, whether it's this person or anybody else that you're asking for that is coming forth in your life, there will be balance in your life. You do not want to love anybody else. You do not want to be with anybody else. It's saying here, I can do it all by myself, whether I have to struggle, whether I have to do what I need to do. um, he's saying that a lot of these things you have to let go of them, because you have to go with that path, baby. He's saying you have to continue moving forward. Just learn whatever you need to learn. I'm not saying go for it. I'm not saying take this, whoever it is, whoever is coming into your life, but learn to. Um, it's almost like you're starting that button again. Push the start button again. Okay, and you realigning yourself again. Is it a new path? Yes, there's a new path. You do not want to let go of this path. You do not want to let go of him. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, or that you intend to do or start, you feel like if you do those things, it will detach you from his energy. You feel like if you fall in love again, for example, you will detach from his energy. You you will not be together with him. You're feeling such anxiety kicking in so bad that if you do anything with anybody, if you feel anything for anybody, you feel like you're losing him. You feel like you're not going to be with him anymore. Well, you will. I'm telling you that now. No matter what I need to see here or what I need to see later on, I'm telling you, you will be reconnected with his energy. There's no doubt about it. Okay, there's just no doubt about it. If you want to know what life you're having in the next life, we'll get into that in another time, in another one-on-one reading with his energy. But there's still more growth for you to do, and that's why I say you need to wait a little bit. um, I can read a client every day if they want to. Okay, I can read a client every time something happens. They can come back and then we can retouch everything again. But I could also say no, because the energies are not there ready to be shown. Okay, so I'm not gonna sugarcoat the things, and you know me. Okay, but when I feel so strongly your pain and your grief, it's almost like it's yesterday. It's almost like it's yesterday. Okay, my heart is broken right now, and I feel like I can't breathe, and I feel like I just want to close my eyes and just be in his arms, and I feel like I need to uh, inhale him. For example, I feel that you are in that pain most of the time, most of the day, most of the night. Out of nowhere it comes to you, and know that when you're feeling that, it is because he's trying to hold you. It's because he's trying to acknowledge your grief and your pain, but at the same time he's trying to acknowledge that he's with you, that he loves you. And it comes across in grief and pain, but you know why? Because you're thinking about the good things that he did for you, that he said to you. You're probably thinking of him caressing your face, your cheeks, your lips, kissing your lips, and just holding you. The simplest thing comes the most beautiful things in life, you know, when you're thinking of your loved one. So I am so sorry, but I am I am overwhelmed with the pain that I'm sensing between you two, with the grief that you're sensing between you two. And I feel that he wishes that he could just snap his fingers and come into you, to come in and just look at you in the face and say, I love you. You know, I feel that he is feeling in a, if I could turn back time, you know, if I could just turn back time and tell you all the things that I needed to say. What I said was not enough. What I did was not enough. And he just keeps telling me, you're my girl. You know, um, there you go. You have it. I already shed tears like no other. Mhm. He just told me that this is why you like coming to get the readings, because you feel that you're seeing him, that you're feeling him. Um, my body's chilled. It's like um, I have chills like no other, because I'm sensing those hugs, you know, that he wants to give you, or that he is giving you in a sense. And you're, it's not that you're holding back. It's just that when we have so much pain in ourselves, we kind of block ourselves from receiving it, right? And so therefore you come to people, for example, like me, whatever it is that you want to call them, you know, and you want to feel that, was I feeling is true? Was that from this person? Was that from my loved one? You know. And again, he's conveying, yes, baby, that was me. That was me. He said, okay. Lord have mercy. Oh my gosh. You are still everything for him. You are his love, his queen, his princess, his girl. In a way, he senses that there was a betrayal with everything that happened. Um, he could be referring to that, or he could be referring that he feels that he betrayed you, or in a way that you feel that he betrayed you. And by that I mean that when they have so much desire to do things for someone that they love or care, and things like this happen, that they die all of a sudden, you feel betrayed, you feel left out, you feel like you couldn't talk to me, kind of thing. Okay. And um, he's telling me he hears everything that you say. Okay. There's no love. There's no love like your love. So he's referring to a song, I feel. So maybe you want to look and see what song that is. There's no love like your love. I don't even know. My voice is all. Do you know what I mean? Well, let me know when you find it. Send it to me so I can hear it, because I feel that it's connected to a song. No, I mean, I feel this energy that is kicking me in, and that it wants to open up my heart to say, here it, baby. You know, I need you to smile. I need you to laugh. I need you to feel, when you laugh, you feel me. When you smile, you feel me. Uh, when you let it in, you feel me. So he, he's within you. Do you understand? You become a part of him. He becomes a part of you. It is, and it will always be, no matter what happens. Don't shut yourself away. Don't shut yourself away from that. Said, and he's saying true, true, true to the heart, true to every meaning. Okay, whether it's what I'm saying to you, or whether it is what you're saying within yourself. Okay, no death among any other death is greater than the one that you feel so connected, so bonded with someone that you lose as him. Okay, has hurt you like no other. Understandable. Okay. Um, yeah. I definitely feel that it's been very hard for both of you, not just you, but his energy, you know, going through this. Okay. And it's giving me, and it's taking me back to that star where he's just in that standstill. Okay. Um, Observing kind of and taking and almost at the same time going within in that environment of his energy, of his vibration. Okay, let's see. Sometimes it feels to me that the energy is self-inflicted. um I'm not sure if he's talking about himself or within you. Okay. um he's also worried about you going through this grief again in a short period of time. So I feel that he's acknowledging something that is coming in, as you always know that our loved ones can see what's coming ahead. Okay. Do one of these so we can end on a good note with him. Yeah. So I will say this. Will you be married to him again in the next life? Yes. Would you be having a fresh new start in this physical life with someone else in the future? Yes. Do you not want it? No, but it's here for the taking. If you want it, you don't have to take it, but it's here, and that is predicted here already. Okay. Um. Yeah. Of course, you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want to risk any other relationship to risk what you already have. Okay. It's literally what it says here. Okay. But that will be your choice. I know that it's here. Okay. To start something new is to end something, you know. And yes, it's true to an extent. All I'm saying is that when you start evolving yourself physically, you expand your spiritual growth. Okay. So if you do not now that you're in the physical flesh, now that you know all these things, that you can get a more view of what it is in the present, future, and past, that know that it is here for a purpose and a reason, and that is to tell you that no matter what happens, you will always end up with him in one shape or form. Okay? That you will always be in his path as you in his. Okay? But at the same time, if you do all the things that you're doing now in this physical life, you're detaching from any other negative energy that does not suit you to connect yourself with him again. Okay? It's also saying that you're not happy in a lot of things that you're doing. It's almost like you get as big of a it's almost like you get a how do I say this? Oh, something good happens today, and you're happy for an hour or two, maybe even a day, and then all of a sudden you go back to yourself. You go back to this pain. Maybe you need to divert that. In the moment of happiness, you need to say within yourself, oh my God, I'm so happy that this is happening for me or for my loved one, and contain that energy. And when you talk to him, say, baby, look what happened today. I'm so excited. Because why I say this, because they're still a part of you, but they are in a different vibration, and you already know that. But we have to remind ourselves that they are still not gone. Okay. They're not. They're not. Okay. They're not. I'm going to end up with that energy with him, and let's go on with the other ones. Okay. They're not. It's a positive note that I will say. I know that you feel that there's no light under that channel, over that channel, whatever it is, but you know the rhythm, but it's saying it is. Success is there for you, babe, whether it's physically and or spiritually. It's there for you, okay? Now, let's see. Get to the other things that you want to know. What is it? I'm going to see you and your work. Yeah. Everything that's happening within yourself, it also blocks you. Okay? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, you feel like you want to let go of your job, you want to quit, you want to do all these things. You feel like something is just itching on your body, like what the fuck is going on with me right now? Okay? I know that the eclipses are coming in October. We're in that realm of energy. If I didn't mention it before in reference to doing the eclipse ritual. Um, but anyways, besides that, what happens is when we are in those energies, which it happens twice, 3 times a year, whatever may be the amount of eclipses that we're getting, um, it realigns ourselves and our surroundings. Okay, depending on our degree of chart of birth, it we're closer to the end, to the beginning, or in between the energies. But one way or the other, it does affect us. It doesn't. For some people, it affects the beginners. It affects them right off the target, right before, right during, right after. For others, it's toward the end. But no matter what happens, it still does affect us. Okay, so I definitely feel that it's changing a lot within your form, and I feel that it's more job related. And we do see that you're feeling very intense in reference to your job right now. I will say to this also, if you want to quit, you can quit. But, but, it's a big but. You have not given yourself the chance to grow. First. Second, no matter who does not like you, who does not want to help you, that energy is stuck with them, not you. What you need to do is self improve yourself within your work environment. And when you are sensing negative energy in your work, you need to just shake it off and smile away. Just by smiling, not only are you covering what you're feeling, but you're also extending that energy that is flowing differently from those people that are negative to you. Yeah, your work can expand. I'm telling you, okay? The things that you're learning in your work, if they don't want to teach you, then you find another way to teach yourself. Believe me, they're going to be very surprised that even though they're holding it out, you're the one that is growing and expanding no matter what, because it's meant for you to expand. Okay? You are there for a purpose, for a reason. You're there to show and improve yourself. Okay? They chose you because you're good at what you do. Okay? More than good, I want to say. What will happen eventually, if they learn to hate you more, or they learn to adjust to you and say, she can do it. She is good. Because right now they probably like the person before you more than anything, or whatever was the reason, but they're taking it against you. Okay, it is not you, it's just they're taking it against you. So you need to improvise your energy, you need to improvise yourself. If they don't want to teach you, don't complain. You go and do you. You go and do you. If there's time for you to make hours, you make hours. If there's time for, do you. Fuck whoever says what. Fuck whoever doesn't do what for you. You find a way. You improve you. Okay? I don't see you leaving that job unless you want to. Okay? What I do see is that you are unhappy in the home environment, or something is coming up in your home that you were not expecting, that maybe you want to move, somebody's moving, something to that effect. Okay? That's what I see for now. I feel that when you're asking about work, it's not here for you to change unless you want to change your job. Okay? What can happen later on is that there's a different position that is opening within itself, and then you might decide to get that position. But we definitely see that there's changing to that. Okay? Later, not now. Um, what I definitely see is that you will improve your work environment. You will find other ways to make yourself improve as well. So good that you're going to take the advice, learn to do the things on your own. Um, there will be someone there within the work environment that you can trust. Okay, excuse me, that he will find a way to help you out in a way. Okay. Yes, there is a female here who is hesitant within your energy. I feel that they like the person before you. Something of the last person that was there before you was, maybe they worked there for a long time, whatever may be the cause. But that's their, again, it's their energy, it's not yours. Okay. I don't see you leaving unless you want to, but I don't see you leaving. On the opposite end, I definitely feel that you're gonna give your best to your job, and whatever it is that you're learning now, it will expand you more, and also there will be other teachings. So I feel that the work right now, because it's new and because of everything that you've been going through, is building a lot of anxieties. In if it's building pressure, but at the same time, you're kind of like, okay, can I do this? Can I actually do this? Can I actually succeed? I want to say that the way I'm sensing my energy is the way I'm sensing you. Like you're feeling less confident. You're feeling less. You're not valuing yourself to this capacity, uh that you're feeling like, oh my god, I got the job, but probably I was not the merit to it. Maybe Margot did this. What I'm saying is that you have the job because it's meant for you, because you do qualify it, because they believe in you. You need to believe in you. You need to feel that this is for you. Okay, no matter who comes in and puts a butt, or who does not want to do what for you, you step into your role and you hold on to it and you roll with it. Okay, you take it in and you show them that you are more than capable of doing this one and another one, because there's another one coming along later on within itself. That yes, if you want to, you can have it. If you want to be the boss, if you want to be their manager, yes, you can. And yes, you have that potential within yourself, okay? To expand within itself, within that company, actually. But that will be your choice, okay? You got this, mama. You got it. You have it. Remember what I say. If you can, you will, okay? Now, let's look at love. Where, I don't care if you go to a dollar store, Victoria's Secret, I don't give a shit. Just go and get underwears that are red, um, and wear it Mondays, um, Fridays, Mondays and Fridays. Those are more the feminine days, and also protects your energy from the feminine in your work environment. And also it protects your energy within people that are fake. Okay. Now, do you want to get other underwears that are multicolor rainbows? Fuck it. To go ahead and do that. Take the chakra in your coochie there. You know what I mean. uh, let's just open up everything, including the goods. Okay. Um, so I will start with this after today's reading. Okay, do it for at least 3 weeks if you want, or just stick with it with the routine. Okay. Yes, colors have everything within us has a lot that we can do within ourselves to open up our vibrational energy. Okay. Um, okay, let's see. Where is the... Well, I'm gonna look at him now. But what I feel in reference to this person, I definitely feel that he does like you. He does want. He thinks of you. He thinks of you in a different way. It's almost like he sees you in the way that you don't see yourself. He sees beauty within you, beauty within beauty, kind of thing. Okay. So I definitely feel that he does like you. He wants to get to know you. Does he think about intimacy? Absolutely, he thinks about intimacy with you. But he wants to get to know you. He wants to go out with you. Okay, so, but let's see him now and see him more internally. And what else can we get from him? Okay, I see something, but let me see if I see it on the other side. Yeah, you're not expecting it, but we definitely have a relationship coming around the corner for you, actually. So go for it. Give yourself a chance. If it's not good, then shit, you learn, you brush it off and move on. You know what I mean? You're here to learn. Take all that knowledge, take it in, learn as much as you can. You know, um, get those karmic energies out of the way. You know what I mean? If you're going on a date, cool. Get dressed. Go all beautiful. Go out. Have a drink. Go eat. Enjoy and get to know the person. If he's not the one that you're feeling any connection to, any karmic or spiritual connection with it, then say, okay, thank you for a beautiful night. I enjoy and I'd love to continue our friendship. And that's it. Continue. The more the merrier you meet, because the more energy you're collecting for yourself. You end on a good note, and that means it's good karmic energy that you built. Okay, it's almost like, let's say, people that collect coins, let's say, for example, right? You know, so you're collecting energies. I don't even know what's all these metaphors that I'm using. Maybe you're gonna meet someone that collects coins. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, well, don't think too much of this relationship, of this friendship, in other words, okay? Of this person. And why I say that? Because I don't want you to be disappointed in any kind of way. So it's better for you to think less than more. So when more happens, it becomes something good within your energy. Does he like you? Absolutely. Does he want to go out with you? Absolutely. Can he fall in love with you? Absolutely. Can he be someone that you can live with? Absolutely. Can he be someone I'm looking at him. Can you be in his life someone that he can stick with? Yes. Can you be someone that he can see married to? Yes. Can you be someone that he can fall in love with? Yes. Can he be someone that didn't realize that by going into checkup, whatever it was that he did, could find someone as love for him, someone that he was needing, someone that can care for him, someone that can love him? Yes, you can be. Now, this is what I see in his energy when you are in his path, because you are looking for those things. You come into his energy in that way. Okay, so if I was reading him, I easily can tell him, get to know her more. You get to experience what her heart feels and wants and needs. Can she be someone that you can marry? Yes. Can she be someone that you can love? Yes. Can she be someone that you can trust? Yes. Can you be with her in the long run? Yes. Again, because I see it here, it's a potential. But it doesn't mean that it has to be, unless you don't want it or unless you do want it. And it comes the same way for him, because I will tell him the same message. This is someone that I can see you being with and being married and happy to. Okay? I definitely can see that in his energy. But having said that, I want you to just go out and be friends with him, get to know him, and get to see if you like something or not like something. Because I feel that you're picking already without even being on the first date. I feel that you're looking at the negative things now so you can discard him easily and protect your heart. But I can tell you that this is too good to be true kind of energy. And probably because you're feeling it that way, because he's different from what you're used to, because you feel that there's something that doesn't add up right. In his energy, I will tell you this, that I do see him um, struggling with health issues, that I see him having issues also with family situations, but who isn't? Who doesn't, right? So sometimes when someone else comes along, it kind of open up that that situation more for you to understand better. So in other words, maybe when he starts talking about his own personal situations, you kind of go within yourself and said, you know, I thought I had it this way, but this person probably has a better or worse. And you're just simply there to give him a phrase, a sentence, a word, whatever it is, an advice that you never know what could do for his life. Again, we always interact with people that has to help us grow, whether we like it or not, you know? Um, and nothing should be for the worst. Everything should be for the better, including the grief and pain that we go through. Okay? Everything, it should be for the better. It's only the way that we perceive it that we accept it. So again, it is the worst. It is not the best to have someone that you love be not here in the physical form. And I have to say that because of the things that I just said. How is that for the better? Unfortunately, it is, because that energy was dwelling and dwelling in their pain and in their grief without having to have a way out. Um, and it was just building more negative karma within itself, and it could not take it anymore. Okay. um and so when they expand and block themselves and take away themselves away from this experience of this physical life, then they can just go and see it in a different perspective and come back and then relive it in a different form, in a different way, you know. And when we find someone in that can do the things, for example, of what I do, that opens up those energies, those portals, then we can find ourselves to help each other and to help those that we love. You just have to be careful who you trust. That divine energy, your spirit. Okay? And that goes for you and whoever else is out there that's been through a rough neck. Um, I definitely feel that when it comes to this person that we're looking at today, I feel that he does like you. He wants to go out with you. What I would say is that go out and just befriend the person. If anything, you've gained a friend. If anything, you gain some experience and you put yourself out there, tiptoeing it, and then say, okay, I got this, and I can move to the next one if that's what you want. Okay. Because I do feel that we definitely have a relationship that is here for you to set later on in the future for sure. If you want it, you have a sudden relationship, a sudden engagement, even if you want it. I saw it in the first spread and I see it here. So I know for certainty that love is knocking, and I'm going to tell you, and I've told you before, not every relationship is the same. Not every love experience is the same. The one that you just had will never be at any level compared to any other person at all. Okay? Will they be greater? No. I can tell you that. No. Will they be similar? No. I can tell you that too. Can they be love connection? Yes. And I can tell you that why. Because you love love. Because love makes you feel in a different energy. It makes you vibrate differently. Because you feel like you're doing the right thing when you feel love for someone. And you are. Because that is the number one thing that we're supposed to learn here, is to love one another. So to love someone is to love their spirit, to love the good things that you see or think or feel for that person. Okay? And you choose to see good in that person, so that builds that good karma within you. So would you have experienced love? Yes, you can experience love with this person if you want to, but it will never be as your loved one in the first. He is your first and he's your last. That will always be. But you can experience love within this energy, which is possibly what this person is needing. Someone that can love him for who he is. Okay? Someone that he thinks that he's not capable to be loved. Could be it, you know. And you show him those energies. And for him to come to you is because he also sends that vulnerability in you, the desire to want, to need, and want. Okay. So let him pamper you, let him do the good things that you feel the need to want. Okay. Can he be someone that you can stand with? I, in his energy, tells me yes, because surprisingly enough, he's not expecting someone like that. He's just wanting someone like that. Okay. So I would definitely go out with this person, get to know him, get to talk to him. And if there's anything negative that you do not like, then you discard it if that's what you want. Okay. But at least you collected that energy. You can discard it and move on to the next one. So we do see his health again. I have to say that his health is going through something here. Um, he's not he's not old. Uh, he's not old, but his energy feels old to me. He's not old at all, but he feels old. So I wonder if cancer is in his energy. I wonder if he suffers. I wonder if he has cancer, or would he be diagnosed with cancer, some kind of illness that is long lasting, and unfortunately is what takes him away later. Okay. Um, that's what I'm seeing in his. I don't want to go more into details in that. We can wait till you have your first date with him. And remember, listen to what he has to say, and then ask what you want to ask. Do not be afraid, because there's nothing to lose, only to gain if that's what you want. But the more you ask, the more you get to know him. Okay. And it's good to be direct. As an Aquarius man, I feel that he would appreciate someone to be direct, not stern, but direct, and saying, I don't want to play around. I want someone that I can grow with, and, someone that can love me, nurture me, care for me. And I don't want just flings. So tell me what you're about. Straightforward, because I like you. That's why I'm here. But I want to get to know you. Okay. That will be my suggestion. So, also, I want to say that, oh my goodness. Do you have something planned? Because I feel like you're planning on something, wanting something, because your loved one said that again your anniversary is coming between you and him. He just reminded me of that. Go ahead, do you? He goes, do you, baby, do you? But don't, you and me, don't forget you and me. He said, we got an anniversary coming. Oh, we got an anniversary coming, baby. You gotta do something. Yeah. Okay. You wanting to change home? Was it change and movement in your home? Conversations happening here with someone that you love, or is it someone in your home that is wanting to move? Because we see someone leaving from the home environment, whether it's you or someone within your home environment. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Someone is moving definitely within 2 months, or second half of next year. I would love it, because I feel that you just asked that. I would love it if it's you that you end up moving with someone, giving yourself a chance to be with someone. I feel that you deserve that, definitely, that you deserve to give yourself a chance to be in love, or a chance to live with someone. Okay. Now, I will say this, selfish or not, for us women, I will always say that when you meet someone, you do not have to learn to love them or feel the intense love with them. And even if you do not give it away right off the bat. Let them fall in love with you before you even express that love to them. Because what would happen is now you change the pattern of your relationship. When someone falls in love with you, when they declare that love before you do, know that you have the upper hand. And you can love them, but not to the intent that they love you. And you can still tell them you love them, but not to the intent that they do. Because what happens is that they will always be there for you. They will always give more than what you can give them. And they will not take advantage of you and your person. Okay? Uh, is it selfish? Maybe, but we also want to be protected. We've been through so much in our lives, so much suffering, mentally, physically, sexually, whatever it may be the case, that you want someone to come in and nurture all those things to you and for you. Okay? So, can he be that? Absolutely, he can be that for you or anybody else that comes along. Because now you're in the stage that you want to be nurtured and cared for and loved and sheltered. And that's exactly what you need to disclose in any kind of relationship that you are meeting. Okay? When they say, baby, I'm here for all those things and more, then say, show me, because I'm ready to love and I want to be loved. Remember that. And that is speaking from your heart, I feel, what I'm saying. Because that is what I see in you. That is what I see that you need and want and deserve. Okay? That in itself is not going to take away from what you feel from your loved one that is passed on. Because that love, it is the center of your heart. As it is in the center of your heart, the love that you have for your children. Around that beautiful heart is other loves, other experiences, which is those that come along. Okay? When one desires to meet someone and love them in that other sense, then you choose to put them in the center. It's your choice. Having to know these things now, it is your choice to choose who you want to put in what category in your life. No one does it for you but you. Remember that. I can tell you all kinds of things, hours at ends, days at ends, but only you can do what is the best for you. I can see through you and around you. I can feel you in any kind of way, and I can advise you in any kind of way. But if you're not ready, you're not ready, and there's no blame and no shame. Remember that. Okay? Okay. Today was a good reading for you, as always. I wish you the very best. Okay? And just go on and go date. Go get to know. Go. Believe me, I'm pushing you. I'm hitting you in the butt. Go. Put those heels on. Put that beautiful shirt, tight jeans. Go, do your sexy walk there. Come on now. And go out. Okay? I feel like I needed to, and it's keep telling me. We definitely see some conversations, some celebrations, and something that's happening within a weekend. Okay? We're going to end on that note, and I want to say thank you to the gods and to the heavens for today's reading. Lord be for the blessings of today, Lord Jesus Christ. I want to thank you for today's blessing. To our Father, Lord Jesus Christ, thank you to our angels and to our heavens. Thank you for protecting our energy, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you. Okay? Love and light to you and to yours. Again, I am Margot, your tarot reader. And I'm here to help you in any kind of way, whether it's ritual, consultation, or reading. Email me at margoyourtarotreader@gmail.com. Message me below, or Facebook, Margot, your tarot reader. Love and light. Thank you.